glanas tea wo mo kwan dwumedi do ma atwe dem dwumezi enyo twetwe nkomo for dwumezi bi ebepede edi ho a enye hu na enyo do obi wezi nkan ho oye de no oye de pro dem pepen bi enya akonya enyo wo twetwe nkomo dwumezi bi epede hu biara enyim na ano ne ye mo dem akonya mo kwan dwumedi do na etim ehu bi na ende mo guess o mention before me na atwe mo pocho Mr. Tam Chukwu or them dan ma bo for edi na ehu a oye Gladio foods and drinks na wabo make sure that ende ma no ye nyate menyu mo twetwe nkomo the desk go designs so we design no bibia visa ma mo pocho do your logo ya bazo o photo shoot for pede wo design wa for mo be exam na make a photo shoot na okode photos okode dem so bibi oye camera oye wedding engagement eyi bibi a was a camera go twa oye ye bia friend ehwe nature kwa na enyi won zuma na onye fe na before mo san hwe mo na mo portal hwehwe nature kwa na yin komo yenye adwuma hwehwe mo glanas tv wo facebook na oye YouTube ya ko facebook oye glanas tv na ko instagram glanas_tv ya ko twitter a little fan fada no man say one or at glanas tv na yele tiktok at glanas media hwe nature ko na yin adwuma mo twa mo maba yeba yebotiero for that short break na mokwe ma share na menyi guest bi wa around e beti nkomo e bo twetwe nkomo ya bo no nkomo ya saw nkomo achi bibia oye nkomo na my guest and my more brief kakra about my guest na ehuni papa enwe e bo hwe TV e bo hwe film kakra e bo hwe programs kakra e bo hwe nwum kakra enwe de e bo hu papa no lot nwum enyim beka enyim efia enyim bona te enyim enyim wonyina but enyim tin na water won echin de bia ehu menyim benyim kofo a wona me won edwuma ehu won enyim de be menyim ne ehu dam na ote ye won kofo bia wo hye wo fe won tima wo back nipa kron enyim okro na ende ye nyina ye ba twetwe nkomo de ababo ne te den industry oh hu no den do esini twem a aye nwum to a aye abazimpo na epede hu everything about production my friend Frisky. Now Frisky and Tass. And table beside. Frisky walk.
Thank you very much.
Why you laughing?
I'm just okay. I'm okay.
Okay, that's good. And see, Frisky and you one more way from your body from command more piano. It seems of comments back, not years ago. What a Frisky,
Frisky in person I don't know how to best to describe myself, but I would say one calm person. I'm into production. I'm into a whole lot of stuff. Anything that brings money, I'm there. So I just say I'm just a simple person, just chasing out the
Anything
purpose.
that brings money, yeah, there.
Exactly.
Okay. So now, you are taking us straight to production. Let's hold that side on because that is the main reason we're having this conversation.
Okay, sure.
Where are you from? Efraim fan, wow for him fan.
I'm Ga and Fancy, but not pure Ga. I'm a Tabon.
Okay.
Most of the time when you say Tabon, people don't know what Tabon is, so I prefer to just say the Ga.
Okay, so what's a Tabon?
Tabon are people from Brazil,
okay.
But we speak the Ga language. We just have our whole names that we use to identify ourselves, and we come from Otublohum.
Your own names
like Suzette, Josiah, Nelson, Abiana, Louisa, Louise. Like they are very peculiar names. When you mention your name, they know where you're coming from.
Okay.
And our town is Otublohum, somewhere Jamestown, Accra, yeah. But then my part, that's the fancy part, is from Kumwafete.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so I'm both.
Yeah, fancy Accra and
Inyo.
A mixture of jollof, Ghana jollof.
Inyo.
Okay. Okay, you know what you're talking about. School, what background was school something like Accra?
Oh, okay. So for school, my primary education was at New York Preparatory School in the Greater Accra. Then I went to junior high school at Calvary. Cavalry Preparatory. That's behind UPSA. UPSA. That's where I went to my GHS. And my secondary school was at Margaret Mary.
Okay, so it's
For
almost all life near Accra,
exactly,
Okay.
Margaret Mary. Then from Margaret Mary, I went to Marshall's University. I did marketing for like 2 years.
Okay.
Then I realized I was more of a production person than the
Then
marketing.
marketing.
So I'm like, okay, so why don't I
Go
just
into
go? I
production.
just let me follow my passion.
Okay.
I love business. Like that's why I was doing the marketing. I wanted money, but the passion sometimes counts. Like
What you
yeah,
want to
yeah,
do.
exactly. So I was just passion driven. I was like, okay, then let me just do. So I just went straight into production. But back then I didn't have any production background, so I was doing job training.
Okay.
I was learning under a friend, and I took it for a while. Then I just went to school. I went to MIG,
Okay.
Multimedia Institute of Ghana, around post office.
Okay.
Yeah, and I did a short course on movie directing.
Okay. Enti, nkɔmɔ na reason yɛreba ababa no tɔfa na atete nneɛma ase ayɛ point by point sɛ more conscious say one. So you've talked a bit about your school, your parents. Wow, for you for now.
My parents, okay. I would say my daddy works at the harbor, Tama Harbor. He's a very prominent person there. I would not want to mention his position, but he's a very prominent person there. My mom is in Dakar, also into this marketing stuff.
So your mom is in Accra. Are they happy with what you are doing?
Of course, yes.
They're happy.
Exactly. You see, when you want to embark on something, okay, and it's it shows results. Definitely, you have the backing of your family and friends and people around you. And I believe in one thing: you don't have to make noise about what you do. Your job needs to speak for itself. You get it? So, yes. I quite remember somewhere last 2 years. I think before COVID, my daddy went out of the country. He went on a trip, and he called me. I was like, "Yo, what do you want me to get to you?" Like, I'm like, "I think a camera would do, so I could use for
Okay.
production." And guess what? He would call me. I'm like, "I'm at a store. I just saw this camera. Do you like it? Check it out. Check the specs." I'm like, "I don't like this one." The next moment he calls me to another store. Like, you see,
Really into what you are
exactly.
doing.
Like I felt like, yo, the support is there. You get it, and I think yes, and sometimes too, I would call him and tell him, Charlie, I have a meeting. I'm supposed to go for this meeting. I need this, I need that, and yes, the support comes. So
Okay.
yes, I would say, yeah.
Support wɔ hɔ, biribiara bi wɔ hɔ, nti no wayɛ ne dze. Nkɔmɔ na yɛahyɛ ase retwa no nti ihu a ɔbɛboɔ. Yɛbɛtwe ho a bɛyɛ ba yɛbɛto no. Mwakɔ baabi a mɔkɔ ne dwumadi do wɔ Glanas TV nja. Mekyerɛ mo atwa mo mmaba nkɔmɔ na yɛbɛto do. Maatwe nipa ko a yɛtwitwe nkɔmɔ production guy. Woka production nyɛ sene nkosi na production wɔ. Enyunto production. Offer so many channels ansa na enyum ne enya. Ɛwa wɔfa nungu ansa na product so yɛ movie ebenya so yɛ nwum ebenya yɛ book a ebenya bibia or go through some processing ansa na. And yenye nipa kor wɔ ha yɛtwitwe nkɔmɔ. Yɛto nkɔmɔ do. Frisky mo akɔ baabi o. Ɛyɛ maka
Okay.
bafutu mo boda mo amaka sɛ na ozi. Ɛyɛ kɔna ka that is support or adwuma yɛ mo talk am na azemo.
Yeah.
How were you able to get into this industry?
It's a
The
production.
production.
Special thanks to Ricky Film in it.
Okay.
He's one of the best directors now. Is a brother from another mother. I would always thank him and mention him wherever I go. Getting into production. First of all, I didn't have any background in production. I didn't know anything about production. I just I just felt like I have the passion. The passion was there. And Vicky at that time was into production. So I called him one time. I was like, Vicky, you have the skill. You know the job. I know people. Can we come together and form a team?
Okay.
Back then I was in schools and I was when I was in university. Yeah, I was in university back then. That's Marshall's. So I spoke to him. I was like, okay, but financing or she or when then let me see. Okay, let's just start something. probably when you start,
We'll
things will come. So we just decided to start something. We decided to make flyers, call for auditions, and we didn't know where the thing was going to lead. We just had faith.
So it was
it
Takashi.
Takashi,
Okay.
yeah. So we just created a WhatsApp group, and I told one of my friends, "Hey, yo, Ryan, it's called Kobe." I'm like, "When Kobe, you have a lot of girls. Like, when they say you're this man, create a group now, catch a girls and say, oh, we person on your acting now, on join."
Okay.
Then we add some girls and a few guys join. I'm like, okay, we have a team.
Do something.
So let's do an audition. We called for audition. Few people showed up. We still had faith. We could see they had potentials, but they were raw talents.
Okay.
So we decided to organize training sessions for them. So we had one guy, it's called Van J. He's also one of the best actors. He writes scripts.
Okay.
He's a director as well. So we had him on board, and then between myself and Wiki, we called for the training sessions. It was on Sundays after church. So we had this small corner around my neighborhood. After church service, you see me, I go and take my broom, I go and sweep back chairs and all that. Charlie, I think even after that, after we had trained them, we told them like after a month, we'll start production. And after a month, finance wasn't coming, nothing was coming. We say group no more hey, more DNC and you wasted our time like Charlie. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. Because nothing was going on. So
Mama, hold on. Back and send it. You nearly gave up.
Yes, I almost, because looking at the situation we had, okay, the finance is not coming.
Okay.
And here lies a case where the people you've spoken to, they've spent like 2 months coming to your place for rehearsals. They've paid money, exactly, spending time. They've paid money for auditions and stuff. And then after that, you've promised them, and you know, what is the result? What is coming? What are we doing? Yes, they had every right to complain, but it was just too much.
Okay.
It was just too much. And I had my girlfriend in the group. So imagine that they are bashing you, and then your girlfriend can't just. It was something else.
So what's motivated? What makes you okay? Fine, let me still do this again.
Frankly speaking, I spoke to one guy back then. It's called Jeffers.
Okay.
He was the SRC president for Marshalls at that time. And I was like, Charlie, Frisky, you can do it. I have faith in you. The school is willing to support you. Just do something. So I reached out to a friend. It's called Ralph Apples. He also works at the Temaport. I told him, Ralph, Charlie, this is what I want to do. Can you give me something small?
And then if she and I want to
No problem.
All I have too much.
So it's like, Ralph, I bet me a bomb kakra, like me here, some small help. And see, Ralph, see, okay, don't problem. It's Kabesa. That was like 3-4 years ago. And then he called me to his house, and then he gave me something small. We shot something small. I showed it to my school people, and then the response was awesome.
See, friend from one or show.
Exactly.
Match of the Jimmy or your Kobe no was Let's go designs. Baby or your designing be a master one aroma, and you want to come na and you want to juma or call your photos or call your photos or call your photography. If I want to show nature, on a venue on fair film, gladio foods and drinks, but tampa, ebe also show nature, on baby, any program be a drink, so you have to frown. Okay, mobile, yeah, what's your Mwako baby wa mo kwani ejumedi to ye twetwe nkomo enyi production guy ko wa ha eni zi nkomo ye ni kababo mu nsam mo ye mpo to ni gidi ma ende ehun nti komo ye letuare a mepede ehun ebo hu mepede ete ebete na wa to gidi e be so pede production person but enyi nko na be fodo a ebe e yo na kasa na otena no ho na odwe bi be odo ye hu ti ye twetwe nkomo no do nkomo wa ye de oda azin Frisky akwa.
I don't know how to respond in Jeji.
Hey.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. It's here kona can be obuwa. It's in ebeye. Now after doing that, What happened? Now we hear Frisky, big productions. You're allowed on Twitter. You're doing so many things. Your name is out there, but we
Yeah.
don't know you.
Okay.
How did you come up
How did
with
I
this?
come up? Okay, so um, I want to chip in a little to where I left off
Okay.
before I get to where you're coming. Um, Frankly speaking, Ralph really helped us. We shot a TV series called Young, Wild, and Free, which was it's more like YOLO. Like the response was massive. It was on YouTube. We had the numbers. That is what made people get to know me in terms of production. And I was a production manager back then and a producer. Though I didn't really know what being much of a producer, but I was doing my work as a production
You had
manager.
an idea about it.
Yes, I would say it was one of the best I have ever done
Okay.
because before I entered, the passion was there. I just wanted to make a statement. I just wanted to be successful. So I asked my friend, like, what would be my role in production? He said, you're going to be the production manager. And I was like, who's the production manager? And he said, the success and the failure of the production lies on your head. That is the one thing that's motivated me till today. So I feel like when I decide to embark on something, when I want to do something, I ask myself, if this thing fails, right, I'll be blamed. I was part of the team. Should it fail? No. What can I do to make it successful? That's what has been keeping me iketed. So that is the beginning. And then after we shot the series, we had a little 1, 2 stuff. So we both went our separate ways, and I was like, yeah. Team Lego, no. I don't know people in the industry. I don't know people in the industry. I don't really have friends. I'm not very sociable. I don't like going out like that. I don't like to be on productions like that. So how can I stand on my own? Because I was standing on somebody's shoulder. The shoulder is no more there. I'm supposed to make it on my own. Sometimes I would feel sad, but that I didn't give up.
Okay.
That is when I had time on my phone, and then I went on Twitter. Before then, I wasn't active on Twitter, but when it happened like that, I went on Twitter and I was like, okay, let me do something on Twitter. So I pushed once, twice, and I made a statement about an issue. Efya responded. Before then, we had 1, 2 conversations. So when she responded, she came to my DMs and we started vibing. She gave me a private number. We spoke on the phone, and I was like, okay,
This will work.
okay,
So
okay.
Let me make good use of
If
it.
if a whole Efya can vibe me on Twitter, and we could get to a different
But
level.
which of the fears? Let's be clear.
That Efya Nokturnal,
Okay.
the one that is Sarkodia.
F
Exactly.
Ah.
Yeah, that's her.
Okay.
She's a very sweet person. She's
Okay.
she's very sweet. She's one of the people that has boosted my fame. Whatever I am today, she played a role, because being associated with her made people really respect me. Because sometimes we'll have a conversation and maybe I'll post a screenshot and people are like, hey, yo, Charlie, you and Efya there, I like your vibe. You and Efya, so we even had a fan base on Twitter called the Nocturnals. Was prominent, and it was one of the things that made me very prominent on Twitter. People started following me, and then that's when I was like, okay, so why don't I push my stuff on Twitter then? So then I said to the people on Twitter, okay, I want to do a series. This is my background. If you're interested, let's start something. And that was the genesis of everything.
Okay. That's the genesis of everything.
The genesis of everything, yeah.
And there is more to it because any other prominent people and so or programs, there are programs where you're part of it. And if you're other people are when they're having a program, you are there. When they're going there, you are there. When it's music, you are there. Let's know who you are.
I mostly, like I said, I don't really love to put myself out there like that. I don't like disclosing things too much. I just mostly love to, like I said, my works. If you want to see my works, go on my Twitter page, at Ian Suzir, IANSUZIR, and then I have a YouTube page too. I'll put it out there as well. That is where I have my stuff. When I meet prominent people in town and we have a conversation, and they're like, yo, my name is Bleeze. I'm from GH1. I'm also like, my name is Frisky. You can check my Twitter handle. I don't talk much. You go on Twitter, you see my profile, You see my, I'm like, okay, so you're the Frisky guy. I'm like, yeah, that's me. And then that's it. So I don't need to, I don't need to talk so much, tell you to, oh, I've done this for this person, then to just get the job. No.
But can you name few people at least you work with?
Okay, let me just mention this Saturday. Just this Saturday, I was with Gasmila.
Okay.
We was doing a show called Fali Femo. That is about sanitation. I was telling one of my guys called me, it's like, yo, Gasmila is doing this thing, and it worked with GH Positive Vibes.
Okay.
And he said, can you go and represent me? I got there, and then boom, I'm part of the team now.
Okay.
I'll just say that. I've met Edmohima on the show, Nadia Boari, Ato,
Yeah.
Ato of Fun House, or
Okay.
is it Fun House?
Yes, Fun Home.
Fun Home, okay, Fun Home. Plenty. I've met Caroline Simpson.
Okay.
Is it what's her name?
You can't even remember.
Plenty.
Okay.
Omudosu.
Most of what does here intimate counts winning name. Now, let's advise the youth, those who are still coming, those who wants to be in production. What has been that one thing that's motivated you till now?
Like I said, it's the passion. If you don't have the passion, you easily give up on production. Because people come into production thinking that production is really paying. So
now wait, about paying, does it pay quickly when you come?
yes. It's 50-50 thing. Let me put it out there, it's a 50-50 thing. What might not work for you might work for someone.
Okay.
It's mostly who you know and how good you are with your works.
Okay.
Probably I might pass to one channel and fail, you might pass to and so be successful. So I won't say yes and no. All I would say is be good at what you do. If you are very good at what you do, your work will speak for itself. Your work will take you places. Be very humble, because you have to serve. You have to serve. If
I need that statement again.
you have to serve, yes, you have to serve.
No matter who I am, no matter how big
no. I remember when I first was on production with Vicky, this guy could humiliate me, and I'm like, wow. I just feel like I want to cry on set, because we are shooting and then some of the cast were making us like, yo, PM, tell him to keep quiet. Like, the guy would shut on me and everybody would stop. Like, it was embarrassing, very embarrassing. And sometimes when we are done with production, like, Chile, don't mind him, okay? Yeah, they were comforting, my cast were comforting me. But I still would come on set. He would say all the hurtful things he would do. I'll still come.
You're ready for the job.
I like I said from the beginning, I said the success and the failure lies on your head.
Okay.
So if you give up and it doesn't work,
Honest.
it's on you. And he had been in the industry before I came, so he didn't have even if you don't, that thing doesn't work, it wouldn't affect him, because all the now exactly, you are now coming, so you want to give up.
You have to work hard.
Exactly. Sometimes I remember sometimes when Efya says I'm going for this, I'll use my own money, go there, go do this. I don't mind.
Okay.
You understand? I'll be honest. I remember there was a time I was supposed to shoot. I didn't have money. Money wasn't coming from where I was expecting it to. So what I could do was my own fees. I used my own school fees to pay.
Your own fees?
My own fees. I'm telling you.
Those school fees was
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And the funny aspect is that around that time, nobody was paying my fees. Exactly. Exactly. I was working when I started production. I was working at the timber market. Okay. Accra Timber Market. I was working with a good company. Okay. I was working with them. I would go to work from Monday to Friday. Close at 4 p.m. sometimes 5 p.m. Quickly go home, go for lectures at 6:30, and close at 9. So from Monday to Friday, work lectures. And Saturday I'll go for full-time lectures, and I have only Sunday to myself, and that Sunday I'll take it to set to go and shoot.
Wow.
So
your day is that, not your day, your week is that busy that you don't even have a resting day.
No.
Okay.
And I had to make, like I said, sacrifice. I had to sacrifice my sports, which was my first passion. I used to play hockey. Okay. If you go and check the National Hockey League, my name is Ian Suze. Oh. I was a Samoan of my team.
I see. So in all, you've been through a lot to come to where you are now,
Exactly.
and you've gone through so many processes to be where you are, or to be
Exactly.
who you are today.
Exactly.
So make an why a better than catch you up part of the onion, like oh, the person should get time. It's a matter of time, like
Uh,
you did.
I've had people. Even if you check my DMs, a lot of people have come. Oh, I want to act. I want to do this. Okay, let me look into your eyes and talk to you. See, it's not easy as you think. Most of you are coming because you feel when you come, you are going to get the fame, the money is there. And yes, it's how. You can get the fame, but you still not get anywhere. But when you are humble, you do good with serving, and especially your superiors, they will recommend you. This whole production is just a family thing. If you respect your superiors, they will recommend you to other people who might probably be paying you more. Sometimes I'll be there, people will call me, yo, this person gave me your number to contact you for this. That's a recommendation. If you're not doing your work well, nobody will recommend you. Somebody will say, ah, guy, we on board you. Guy will say, oh, and that is the end for you. So just be humble, serve. They will insult you. They will not pay you. They will say, there are things they would say that will make you want to cry or give up. But in all, when you're able to pass through, later it will pay off. It will be like you've seen it all and say, no, Charlie, don't give up. Just serve. Just serve and be good at what you do.
How do we locate you? How do we find you?
My location. Maybe mention any office, mom.
Not necessarily office.
I get it, but I'm just saying I don't have an office. So if you want to find me, I sleep, drink, do everything on Twitter. So when you come on Twitter, my DM is open. My DM is very open on Twitter. So Frisky, I'm the only one and only Frisky in Ghana. Oh, huh? The whole Ghana. If somebody calls, it says.
Before we end it, why that name Frisky?
Why the name Frisky? Frisky is something, somebody playful, somebody like Obia. You know, she's like, it's yeah, open. I want to say, yeah, I call with it. They need home. Yeah, I'm like that type. I happy myself. I don't wait for somebody to happy me. So I'm Frisky. I'm the one and only Frisky worldwide. Frisky. So if you name yourself Frisky, then you'll be under my shadows. So if you go on Twitter, you search for Frisky, but you might not see the Frisky. So just use the at Ian Suzir, IANSUZIR. I have two accounts there. The other one is for Frisky Home Plus. That's my furniture company. I own a furniture company. So that's
because you said you want your work to speak for you. So
yes, and it's doing like it's gotten to a stage where I have to actually talk about it. So I have Frisky Home Plus. I sell furniture, so come and buy them. Like very nice furniture. So that's Frisky Home Plus. But then the other one is Frisky. Either of them. Or texting me, I'll be there. If it's occasions, anything. Sometimes we don't want to have a crampo and then open me born. I feel like you're worth it. I'll come. Don't worry about the money. I'll come. So yeah, Frisky. And my contact number 0249339945.
Again, on the 1.11 Ghana English pronunciation. So
0249
0249
33
33
99
99
45.
45.
Exactly.
Thanks. Well, one of money you need. And come on, so I know. Yahweh komo yesu ade nti no ayabra bono musamon ye na ache way too for ma ntase mo oche wo do obro wo do intimen yem mamu no ayemre yini nyina de bia obaye de odamo nti de bo ho a na nya abotar na mama wa ba mumu sana ba mbu ya nka yumi mpo man nti no ko busenya ko do mpocho emma mbi kaka na mefanyi bibia ma wati mo bodu bodu and the ahade ne no jumezin yezibesi na before yezibesi meba mo guessing mo akatre or four bi ansa na ewi ai nti or then had any jumezi yezibesi na before yezibesi mama guess na ka the final word to car ansana.
Okay, so my final words to my friends out there. I would say I God has blessed me with good friends. We fool, we have fun. The likes of Woody, Kata, Kay. I can't even mention all the names. Like Hirina, all my friends, they know themselves. Like Najat, there are a lot, thousand friends. I would say it's my friends that have been holding me down. They post my works, they give me jobs. Actually, make good friends, make good friends. And one of the very best people I've actually come to contact is Dr. Kwabna in Japan of Ridge Hospital. Financially, whatever thing. When I hit this guy up and I'm like, Charlie, I won't do this. Really? Okay, how can I support you? Boom, boom, wallet.
Wow.
Exactly.
Oh,
So I would say I want to thank my friends. I want to thank you for your support, your prayers, and one of my biggest fans and my pillar has been my sister, my kid sister. Well, she's more like a mother to me.
Hey.
Unless I don't post something on my status, me post it no. Hey, blah, 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 blah. She's the mommy suffer of my family. She's actually been holding me down with her prayers and support. Even my new company, Frisky Home Plus, she's the one that gave me the approval on the name.
Wow.
When I was on my fly, I was like, yo, sis, check. He was like, no, do it this way, do it that way. I came up with the name. She's like, okay, you have the name Frisky, there's a brand. Add the own plus and you're good to go. I did that. She prayed over it, and the business is booming. So I want to say special thanks to my sister, and then my younger brother. Is one of the prominent people too in my life. Is supportive too.
The
So
whole family's in support.
exactly. So
it's a blessing.
yes, I want to thank my friends and my family. Like special thanks to you guys. I love you.
We love you. We love you. On this note, a waka bibi day ne wins a while to forward us and no they read you is in every day. Namo pocho of Kobe, no was some. I will make you them. I'm a cousin. Why a crowd in there and some what can I say? All the whooping mana atom chuku na for Zoom. Oh yeah, Plateau foods and drinks. One man is one man be is ban household to just support your program be a friend. Oh papa. Let's go designs. My portrait ebe. I was no design. I was no pay design or your logo or ya but a quick picture yes support design mom save the date. Portrait put with maybe one portrait one design mom over BBI design be a portrait or bears am of or cordia photography. Wait. I was no if it was photography. BBI graphic go try mom portrait or your camera putting a was it put that if you nature one Facebook, Instagram, your ho or your feel. Na me tell a man I didn't approach Miss Naza. Nana draw archery about so no, and then read me bro. Mama refer for Facebook, na YouTube, Glanas TV, or she make a quan. A pretty years in common penny, you may be a lash she nature con with feel. Caught Twitter, a little far, or at Glanas TV, Joe. Never Instagram that. Clanas_TV. You're quite busy. You're TikTok, and let TikTok at Glanas Media. Madonna's dependent, it was association.